Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Sorry, I didn't want to feel like doing anything, but I want to get this out, dressing or anything. But yeah, hey Sag, hey gang, how y'all doing? Your turn for Sag, Sun and Sag with Pluto and Sagittarius. So I'm going to read a little bit about it. It's probably going to be a little lengthy, and then we'll do a tarot after that. Okay. I was trying to see the millennials. Is anyone born between 1980 and 1995? Okay, but it's saying the U.S. there are roughly 80 million millennials. A member of the Generation Z. Is anyone born between 1996 and the early mid 2000s? In dates that can vary depending on source. In the U.S., there are approximately 90 million members of the Generation Z or Generation Zers. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but anyway. Um, I want to read this. It says Generation TBD. About this project, Generation TBD are rippling with economic forces that many say have left them feeling lost, burned, and left behind. But even with youth unemployment rates over 50% in many countries, young people are innovating, collaborating, and hustling to create new jobs and better lives. Yeah, because they took away, they used to have youth programs for them to work in the summertime. You can go to the unemployment. They took that away. So I'm glad the generation are finding their own ways. But don't get obsessed with it, y'all, because y'all ending your lives and doing some crazy things for it. Please be careful. As as a continuum of Generation TBD, the Ground Truth Project has launched Youth Voices and a multimedia storytelling platform where young people around the world can share their own experiences and ideas about alleged youth unemployment. The Ground Truth Project's first reporting fellowship from Generational TBD was a yearly project in 2014 that brought together media, technology, education, and humanitarian partners for any authoritative global exploration of the youth employment crisis. Chosen from more than 4,000 applicants who proposed stories in 90 countries across 6 continents, the selected 21 fellows reported from 11 countries as part of the Global Post special report titled Generation TBD, named for the estimated 290 million young men and women around the world whose futures are to be determined as employment, education, and training remain out of their reach. The reporting fellows spent 2 to 3 weeks in the field interviewing millennials in countries around Italy, Nigeria, Brazil, Iran, and the United States. The Ground Truth Project reporting fellowship culminated in October 2014 with the global conference hosted by Internal House in New York City that convinced through leaders, journalists, and social entrepreneurs to highlight the issues of youth unemployment and to search for solutions to the problem. The fellowship, made possible with supply from the Ford Foundation, was led by Global Post, who co-founded the Ground Truth Project. As executive director Charles Sinnott, along with Seven Photo Agency co-founder Gary Knight and the Ground Truth Project managing editor Kevin Grant. Okay, then it goes to say, I could look it up. It's kind of hard to find the Ground Truth Project. That's what it's called. Okay, I thought that was interesting. Okay, we got Generation Z, Collective Souls. Okay, we got Liberty. That's Little Liberty, George Washington time. Okay, and then we got there was the French and the Indian Wars. Remember, Nomad. Okay, then we got the Republican Thomas Jefferson, and that has to to do with the American Revolution, so supposedly the heroes. Then the compromise of Andrew Jackson, era of good feelings, the artist, right? So let's read a little more about that, about what's going on. Okay. Okay. Okay, just making sure take off what I need to as I go. Okay. Pluto and Sagittarius, meaning excess challenges in life. What does it mean when Pluto is in Sagittarius? They are ways on move, ready for the next adventure. Element fire and mutable. Celebrities like Mozart, Marie Antoinette, William Blake, Marie Tussaud, Malala, Malayyousafzai, Samuel Hammondman. Positive keywords: wise, philosophical, spiritual, curious, idealistic, energetic, changing, seeker, optimistic. Negative keywords: rash, hasty, impulsive, scatterbrain. So you have to be careful. And they got all this junk. Okay. Personality changing. Sagittarius is always in on as they find it difficult to sit still. That's why Pluto and Sagittarius feels most fulfilled when they're traveling. For them, meeting new people and having different experiences is what makes them most happy. They're constantly changing and growing through their numerous adventures. Seeker. Pluto represents extreme changes, receptiveness, power, obsession, discovery, and spiritual growth. They are always searching to add to their wealth of knowledge. Their enjoyment for learning knows no boundaries. As long as they aren't restricted by anyone or anything, they will travel to the ends of the earth to gain as much information as possible. And with their open mind, they absorb everything around them and can better understand other people and cultures. Optimistic. They have an optimistic view of the world. This helps them to process all the information they take in regularly. And they have so much energy that they never run out of the stigma. They need to continue their journey. This is necessary to keep themselves from getting bored with life. I want to see what's her name. Positive traits of Pluto in Sagittarius. It seems like Pluto and Sagittarius is always reinventing themselves as they are constantly getting a different view of the world. But even after they add something to their education, they still have the same core beliefs that they have always carried around with them. People of the star sign often have solid morals. They believe their ethics are a large part of their personality. They are so well educated that they think their moral code is the most elevated of anyone's belief system, and they will tell you so. They are very malicious in their decisions. They defend their beliefs with conviction. If you do not know your Pluto sign, get it here. Okay, let's see. Negative traits of the Pluto in Sagittarius. But if the Pluto and Sagittarius people wish to continue their character development, the best thing for them to do is to entertain a different belief system for a while. This is to see what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. Their experiences would offer an invaluable amount of knowledge and foresight that they would eat up immediately. Pluto and Sagittarius rarely thinks about their next move. This means they can make some pretty rash decisions. However, if they could learn from their mistakes and gain perspective from other people's errors, they could go even farther in life. Okay. Understanding the effects of Pluto and Sagittarius. Every guess exciting for Sagittarius natives. There is a presence of an intense thrill that drives them to become and do better. With this thrill, you are able to take risks in life that will enable you to reach your highest potential. With this placement, it is time for you to start working on your spiritual and personal growth. Do the things that make you happy. Are you lucky to have Pluto and Sagittarius? Yes, you are becoming, you are, because things will start working out for the better and you will soon enjoy the fruits of your labor. Spiritual enlightenment will make it into your life because you nourish your spirit every day with your actions. And career, your career means a lot to you. Pluto gives you the courage and confidence you need to take risks in life. Go after what makes you happy and a career that will enable you to create a great and bright future for yourself and your loved ones. Native Pluto and Sagittarius brings challenges in your life so that you can be able to get past them and improve your life. Blockages and challenges will come into your life, but they should not cause you to give up on yourself. Instead, they should make you stronger and wiser. Pluto and Sagittarius in love. The women are attracted to Sagittarius men because of their charm and loving nature. Sagittarius women, okay? Sagittarius men are romantic and give their all to the person they choose as the love of their life. Pluto transforms you into a person that can give out love wholeheartedly. Pluto and Sagittarius compatibility results. Focus on all results and in understanding, romantic, loving, and caring match. Focus on all the right things you need to do to improve your love life. Conclusion. Thankfully, because Pluto and Sagittarius individuals are so good natured, they often get over things very quickly and move on to their next task with ease. They don't care about maintaining power or control as long as they have the freedom to do what they want when they want. And their ability to go with the flow helps them gain the most from each of their experiences. Unfortunately, they can be a bit scatterbrained at times because they hate dealing with the mundane details of everyday life. They're too busy to stop and deal with the boring errands, and responsibilities. But luckily, they have such a large social network, they often have help in these areas. This allows them to go off on the next journey whenever the mood strikes and offers them the opportunity to keep growing personally. They thrive to change, for it keeps them from getting too comfortable or complacent. For them, it's all about the action. Hello. Okay, y'all. Let me take that off right quick. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, let me go back. Will I go to stop knocking? Okay. Da, da, da. Yeah. Okay. Born with Pluto and Sagittarius, native Pluto and Sagittarius has a leg up on many other Pluto placements. With this deep planning in such an expansive and aware sign, access to subconscious is uncommonly available to you. Your natural openness toward what you find in your shadow realms makes you a highly integrated and awakened individual. With your Pluto and Sagittarius, you are likely interested in philosophy and love talking about how shifts in your beliefs can make the world a better place. Confidence emanates from your very being, and you attract all sorts of people to you. Your optimism and drive to live your personal life, personal truth, coupled with the wisdom afforded someone who knows the depths of their own soul, makes you admired by others and comfortable taking the reins in social situations. Take care to stay connected to the experiences of others. However, with such natural clarity, it is easy for you to slip into feelings of superiority or frustration with others for not being on what you feel is your level. Remember, we are all on our own journey and we all have our own lessons to learn and to teach. Stay compassionate, stay kind, and stay humble. Everything in your life will benefit. Okay. Traits: principled, confident, honest, fertile, curious, awakened, optimistic, real, life changing. Okay. Okay. Move that out the way. What's that? Sun in Sagittarius and Pluto and Sagittarius. Archer, fire. I perceive Jupiter. If you were born when the sun was in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, then this is your natal sun sign. The sun represents your identity, personality, and soul essence. Having a sun sign in Sagittarius bless you with the spiritual adventure and openness. Your zodiac sign desires freedom and liberation. You want to express your identity without inhibition. Your symbol is the archer riding on a horse, speaking to your pennant for wild exploits. The zodiac sign is associated with fire element. As a fire sign, you're expressing yourself easily with passion. Sagittarius is associated with philosophy, higher learning, travel, and spirituality. You're on a quest for truth and naturally ask broad questions about life. Sagittarius is frequently a social activist and easily perceives what it is social society needs in order to be more authentic. The ruling planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter, which symbolizes expanded awareness. This planetary element allows you to see the bigger picture and society as a whole. You are attracted to moments with meaning rather than that be in politics, education, and spirituality. There's a longing to see the world beyond your immediate environment, and this is central to your core identity. Pluto and Sagittarius generation is very special group consisting of highly spiritual and intellectual individuals. You have natural tendency towards shamanism, experiencing in between states and connection to extraterrestrials. Pluto and Sagittarius brings slow and intense transformational energy to the way we learn and educate ourselves. You would like to see a shift in how authority doles out information. The Pluto and Sagittarius generation sees the spiritual world alongside the scientific world as containing just as much bias in reality as the hard evidence. You can imagine a world where information is free and available to everyone. You may be through periods of time in your life when you are forced into silence. You will learn powerful lessons about the use of language, words, and technology through a suppression of your ability to have free speech. This generation is bringing awareness to the competing interests that exist in this world. You see the future where your thoughts are just as valid as another person without the need for the status system symbols. Pluto and Sagittarius individuals are a global generation ready to see the world as one will, still valuing cultural diversity. You connect very easily with others. Okay. All righty then. I like it like that. Let's see what else I got. Pluto and Sagittarius is one of the five signs that we have been able to accurately observe Pluto pass through twice in recent history. Pluto was in Sagittarius between 1746 and 1762, and then it moved through it again between the years of 1995 and 2008, marking a generation as Generation Z. People born during both of these periods were brought up with paradoxical understandings of the world. On the one hand, these were times of prosperity, but at the same time, political tensions were reaching breaking points. In the 11th century, in the 18th century, the oppressed and poor were becoming more and more impatient with the ruling class. Attacks shocked people's understanding of nationalism. Time are highly aware of the need for change and are prone to interest in political change and revolution. This is a group that are highly aware of social inequalities and problems and are dedicated to bringing them into the public eye. They are also natural leaders and are excellent in inspiring people with their charisma and energetic personality. People born during this time often butt heads with the Scorpios who came just because, okay, who came just before them because of their profound differences in worldview. Both groups see the problems of the world and are very dedicated to solving them. But while Scorpios approach these in a highly intellectual and isolated way, Sagittarians are more dedicated to involving people. Both of these ways of approaching problems are valid, and in fact, both are needed in order to reach genuine success. But given how strong willed both signs can be, getting them to work together can be a serious challenge. The Scorpion will frequently see a Sagittarius as simplistic and relying too much on emotional manipulation, while Sagittarian may see a Scorpio as cold and detached from reality. Only when a Scorpio learns to appreciate the value of emotional impact and the Sagittarian realize that they don't have all the answers, will the two be able to work efficiently together to find success. Pluto and the Sagittarius women, to a greater extent than any sign that came before, Sagittarius women fling themselves into spirits that have been traditionally reserved for men. The blurring of gender boundaries in the 20th century has been taking place over the last several signs that Pluto moved through, but Sagittarius does it in the most distinctive way. They could be seen last time. This could be seen last time Pluto moved through Sagittarius as well. The middle of the 18th century saw more and more women becoming involved in intellectual life, as it was period that of many great female writers and philosophers. There were always women in these fields, but this was a time when more and more women were feeling the confidence to enter them rather than just a unique view. In the late 20th and early 21st century, several decades of women being told that they could do anything men could do accumulated in an explosion of female entrepreneurs and academics alike. New media and self-publishing are becoming more available, making it possible for the young women of this time to bypass some of the restrictions that have ten, tended to keep women, especially those who take care of families, out of the public intellectual life. Women at this time have also become more interested in how expressing femininity in traditional ways can be a way of reclaiming power, which is why women of this time who self-identify as feminists are more prone to enjoying stylized feminine fashions and aesthetics than the equally self-identified feminists of several decades earlier. To a Sagittarius, a sign that highly values autonomy and authority over your own life. It's all about being able to make that choice for themselves. As the first generation truly born and raised on social media, women of this time have extremely expensive expansive social networks, and value social relationships very highly, whether that means having a smaller group of friends to which one is completely dedicated or a mass web of friends that are all valued. Sagittarians definitely consider their social connections to be more important than the Scorpios before them. Okay. The men born with Pluto was in Sagittarius share many characteristics with women of the time. The only real exception is the reclaiming of traditional female styles and aesthetics, whatever. Although men of this time may be comfortable on the whole with being seen as a feminine, it's not really a reclaiming but a softening of boundaries. Men of this time are charismatic, sociable, and highly dedicated to social issues. The high degree of connectivity afforded by social media in this time means that far more people than before are able to put their opinion out into the world. So these people, most of whom are teenagers and young adults now, have grown up feeling free and willing to speak out about their opinions on the world. This has led to a generation that is focused on finding ways to commit on the change in the world, or to change the world. A great premium is placed on putting ideas out there, and the general understanding is that most change is achieved through sharing ideas. Men of this time tend to be even more willing to participate in these dialogues than women, although the grip has become very narrow by this point. In the 18th century, last time this attitude was in the air, was a period of social critics and Satirists, mercilessly, Skewering the values of their time through literature, speeches, and publications. The very same thing is happening today, except that the sacred Skewering is happening on Facebook, YouTube, rather than pamphlets and oh my goodness, ALMANACS. I know what that word is. I can't say it. Men at this time also highly value social relationship and networks. And although the modern stereotype of social media obsessed youth is definitely a female one, men are no less likely to do this. Just like young women of this time, men take their social relationships seriously, whether these relationships are very close friends or distant networks. Given how young this generation still is, it is still a little different to say how their traits will develop over the next few decades. As Sagittarius interacts with the over planets that Pluto moves through, the few years after Pluto moved out of Sagittarius to Capricorn Aquarius in 18th century were marked with enormous upheaval and change. We can't know yet whether people born under this sign this time will bring smaller upheaval with them. Pluto in love, Sagittarius in love, the highly sociable nature of people born under Pluto and Sagittarius makes relationships a hot bottom issue for many of them. They are highly interested in developing relationships for social currency as well as personal fulfillment. I always say that Sagittarius is the high power executive of the zodiac. And just like a boss or a businessman, a Sagittarius has a skill for networking and messaging her relationships. For this reason, especially while most Sagittarius are still quite young, relationships are quick, transistor, and not necessarily very emotional or meaningful. Contrast this with the Scorpios just before, who are highly unwilling to enter a romantic relationship without taking the commitment extremely seriously. It's a huge shift over the course of just a few years. Of course, young people born under all signs tend to move through relationships more quickly than older people. It's just part of figuring out what you really want in a partner. For Sagittarius, this is simply a more pervasive tendency and one that I predict will last significantly longer until their adulthood than it did with the last few signs. This is not to say that Sagittarius does not take relationships seriously. This is a social, uh, charismatic sign, and Sagittarius care very highly about other people, both their partners and their friends. They are dedicated to helping their friends and partners have happy, successful lives. Many consider finances and career options to be important factors in successful relationships as these young millennials search for ways to achieve financial stability in the currently rather bleak job market. Once someone born under Pluto and Sagittarius does form a relationship that they emotionally invest in, this is a sign that will do everything in their power and more to find happiness for their partner. They are dedicated to each other in highly practical ways and committed to finding happiness in form of shared loyalty and personal dedication. If you attract the love of a plutonium Sagittarian, you can be sure that you will never have to go without. They will happily shower you in both emotional and physical riches. Dates for Pluto and Sagittarius. Because of Pluto's erotic and elliptic shape orbit, it spends a different amount of time in each sign, meaning that it is unique. Okay, this is a different thing. Okay, I think that was all. Sad. There was enough, huh? Eh, okay. All righty. Let's go ahead and do the tarot. See what they're talking about. I see they still got my screen on mixed up. Whatever, whatever. Keep it rolling, right? Sagittarius Sun with Pluto and Sagittarius, which I want to say. Oh, hold on one second. Put my crystals in. Okay. Have to charge them. Okay. Alrighty then. I like it like. Okay, stop there. Okay, let's do this again. Now that my crystals are here. Okay, I just want to jump on now. Oh, y'all, this way this don't keep. Okay. All right, we got the world reversed. Are you not traveling? Okay, I know the world upside down right now. We got the war going on, blah, blah, blah. Saturn, Earth, the world, overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities. But you got to find a way to keep it moving, okay? Research more of the secrets of getting around different things. That's my personal opinion. Helping others. I'll talk about shelter. Let's talk about places to go besides the FEMA. Um, to help ourselves. I talk about all of that. I show examples on my channel. So find ways to do different things to help out for you and your family and yourself and others in the world to see as much possible as you can in your circle. So there's ways around things. You know how y'all do. But 5 o'clock, first Deacon Scorpio Mars. Yeah, don't get stuck on what's going on in the world. Looking back and looking forward, don't know where to go and at a crossroad. Okay, you know exactly what to do. Get out of that. Okay. You know exactly what to do. You have to take a chance. If you get stuck in the middle, there's no purpose. You wither away and die. Real talk. You get stuck on stuff. You know what you need to do. Just do it. Period. Yeah. There you go. Keeping all them secrets, you know. And when you got diamond bursting at you through the moon for you to go and find, get on your adventure. You know what I'm saying? Instead of hollering at the moon, complaining, hollering, asking what I need to do next. You know what I'm saying? What's the most secrets I need to uncover that's to help others? Whatever. You know what I mean. Young people, hey, might to explore if y'all haven't already explored the dark web, whatever. We gotta find what's going on in order to help each other out. Cause like I say, the Russians been here. I don't hold no animosity against anybody. So, I meant to read something. I'm gonna read it in another video. But I mean, they all in Congress. The people bloodlines. We all from each other. So I don't even know what war is necessary for. Really, no justice. I know you feel that way. It's like but y'all, if you read history, like I'm trying to show y'all, that this not the first time, and they still kept it going. Okay, so remember that. I know you're heartbroken. I know this. I know you've been through a lot of pain, but you can't stay stuck there. You got a job to do. Okay, loving you, coming together with yourself, of somebody you love. Maybe you with somebody getting over a broken heart, or they broke your heart, whatever the deal is. You got to still keep it moving. You can't hold no animosity. There's no time. It's things to do, especially if you have children or children around you. Their future is important as well as yours. You know. Yeah. Sometimes the divine shows you things, and sometimes it does not. Your money might be low sometime, and sometime it may not. That's just the way it go. Earth, money coming, divine wish being granted. Maybe they want y'all being young, old souls, you've been here before, to figure out another money system. Now they got Bitcoin and all that other stuff. What is some other ways to get around this? What are y'all gonna do to change the stuff to bring it back? I read y'all what I have three different generations. You have the George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, which all signed the Declaration. I don't know if they was here George Washington or not. But liberty, republic, compromise, okay? French Indians, they took, how they did all that. What are y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Then we got the transcendental awakening. So we're going through all of that as well. 1746, 1792. Okay. That was before 1776. But to make things grow, you can. You're all the magicians, okay? Mercury, air, warlock, math, alchemists, scientists, know how elements work. Element of surprise, good or bad. Y'all can. Y'all can do this. This is y'all as well. Y'all can don't let nobody tell y'all or convince y'all this. This is y'all as well. Y'all can don't let nobody tell y'all or convince y'all that y'all can't make things grow and you're not important here. That's a lie, and the truth ain't whoever said that. Y'all very important. And if anybody, we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. See, this is like to me, it's like still trying to keep you stuck. Reverse. It says the devil, jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. Y'all really don't care about jealousy too much unless y'all get with others who may be a little older. But I see y'all really free spirited. Clean your chakras, keep your system clean, especially if the sexual acts that y'all do. Okay, y'all don't like to hold on to anything, and that's good. You kind of like live and let live, according to who was, but mostly y'all. But this person can let go at any moment. Okay, And I think they have, you know. Y'all let go. Yeah, a lot of catastrophe during y'all time. Stuff gonna happen all over the place every time you turn around. Okay. But gotta know how to be into another state of mind, where to do, how to do, where to move, protect yourself through all kind of ways, and especially sexual, because y'all not protecting yourselves, well, not all of y'all, sexually, and getting these diseases that can ruin your life. See, these two together are like sexual diseases. So be careful with that. And other things, not eating right, because you got that fast food stuff. Okay, that's like need to clean your chakras out. You have to always clean yourself. See how other cultures clean themselves from pork and different other things, because they got pork and everything. All the worms out your system, you know, all kind of ways. Just be safe. Use a condom, or you know, just be very well. Because if you and then think about it, oral sex without something down there is no purpose. You don't need the condom because you already use with your mouth. You use them raw, you know. So either use things to buy, some rentals, not the rentals wrap, you know, the plan. Yeah, look at the movies that show that, you know, because there's no, if you're gonna have oral sex and put a condom on, I mean, unless you're gonna use a condom and then do that, that's smart. But for the woman, what you gonna do about that? You know, take the that's things you can buy to put over each other to stay safe. Some of it even do it for the kissing. A lot of y'all generation really don't do a lot of kissing unless y'all get a little closer. But yeah, just be careful of that, okay? Yeah, a lot of childhood hurt. Yeah, you discovering your parents and all of this, what happened, and disappointment, and whoever wasn't there, whoever was there, how hard this one was fighting, how hard this one working, and you just don't want that for your life. I understand that. It's so true. Yeah, the traditional ways, you don't want that. Bunch of lies. You know, I know the president had a thing last night. I'm say a little bit about it, but they always promise something they cannot deliver. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it, and like I told you, we the ones that rebellious, and we tired of that, and I'm pretty sure y'all are. Okay, and if you can't do it, don't promise it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a nation that you done broke down, then here you come to try to make them feel better, but you ain't telling them nothing to build them back up. You only giving them empty promises, like all the rest. It's for you to do a little bit better than this, but when you take a nation that wasn't yours, that's a big difference. It's kind of hard for you to focus, everybody to focus on what you're saying, when in the back was like, okay, but you tore up it, generation tore up this and tore up that and took this and took that, and we started getting high prices. Everything is getting crazy, and the food is being poisoned, and we got all these other issues. And then you want to bring up what other countries are doing when your country is gone to shit in a handbasket, you know? So it's like we need to fix one by one each state, because we owe a lot to people who were here before this government system was set up. I mean, it's a lot of healing that needs to go on. It's a lot. I don't know the answer. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I know the answer, but I know I don't like sweeping stuff under the rug. See, at least the catastrophe, because it's a lot of healing needs to be going on here. A lot of healing, you know, and study talking about scaring again about war. It's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna stay too long with you, Sagittarius. I've been talking all day long with y'all. Y'all find a better way to work, okay? And it's so good. Be careful of the sports and the games y'all play with each other. one up each other. Okay, be careful with that. And some of y'all need to be guarded. Y'all kind of free spirits, but guarded at the same time. Y'all don't really let each other in. But y'all got y'all, a lot of tests y'all going through. Sag, this your card. But y'all got a lot of angels that watch y'all because they want to make sure that y'all change the world, that y'all supposed to change it without them trying to interrupt y'all, and they're trying. They're trying to keep everything traditional, the same old way. Third deacon Taurus, Saturn, Seven of Pentacles, work frustration. Yeah, y'all don't want to be frustrated and work like your past parents and people you see in the world. Y'all don't want that, and I don't blame y'all. Y'all walking away from that stuff. Eight of Cups. You don't, you don't want all that old traditional ways that's hurting each other and fighting. Can't be free and live and up game. Because I have, I should have what you have. You should have, that little game thing, and I'm the big man, gorilla on the chest, and this crazy stuff. It's just like y'all walking away from that stuff. Y'all don't care about no arguing and fighting. And then why would you go fight somewhere else when you got a whole bunch of shit going on where you stay at? Let other people handle their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have time for that. I don't blame y'all generation. They're gonna be trying to make y'all go out there and fight. I will refuse. Shit. Ain't no sunshine. No, you can't do this to these kids. The sun is reversed. No. Leave them alone. You want to go in the hermit mode and y'all teach them bullshit again, start the generation all over again with stupid stuff. No. The hermit reversed. They're not going into captivity and fighting. No. Leave them kids alone. Look at this. Want to keep them all bound and gagged and tripping them out and come back like the veterans. What happened to the veterans? You know what I'm saying? They went and fight all them people who went and fought y'all wars. They sitting on the street homeless as hell. You don't do shit for them. And you want this again to happen and go and fight for y'all. And y'all don't give a damn. It's a whole nother agenda going on, a whole nother thing that they really ain't fight for what you say. And they come back here and you treat them worse than you did the other ones. And then they over here come back. They might find their family in war over here. Got most of them come back in the past and get killed coming back home than they was over there. So why not stay here and build here and protect here? Let people fight their own stuff. Stop trying to get that agenda of revelations. I'm gonna read that. Penny Ann and people. Then you come back and give them a little bit, got the liberty in your hand. Okay, you deserve this, but you don't deserve it. Yeah, man, let me stop. Because I don't, like I said, I don't know the solution, but I know that past ain't the solution. Because there's too many people hurt. And these kids see that. And you want to hurt them too? How heartless are y'all? Damn. Hey, I don't, it's crazy to me. I'm loyal as fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. I get passionate. Let them be beautiful. Let them enjoy Mother Earth. This supposed to be the time to let Mother Earth breathe and everybody else. Y'all study one of selfish ass. There was no reason for them to start that war. Keeping the cycle going. There was no reason. Lost little boys. Gossiping, winding up each other. Started this crap for what? But see, that's an agenda because y'all looking for something else. Y'all worried about something else going on that we don't know about. But y'all star Sagittarius. Okay? Y'all shine. Don't let them tell y'all. Don't get on that boat. Don't do none of that shit they want y'all to do. Don't take the call. Let these kids alone. Just leave them alone, man. Leave out. Fix something. You're always going somewhere and fixing somebody else. And you leave your door open. It's just rotten shit falling out. I don't let negative spirits run me. Hello. I don't pick at people. Okay. I am not emotionally dependent on my kids, husband, mate, friends. Free spirit. Okay. Convincing them and no money, join this, join that, and you just corrupt their brain. Poor little girl in my other neighborhood. Thought she was doing something good, nice little girl. She went to join the army, got over there, they raped her, they fucked her head up with all this shit y'all put in the food and the water, whatever y'all do, the shots. Girl came back so fucked up with mental illness and everything. She don't know what she is. Man, I am not confused. Look at this. You see, leave them. Y'all just and then y'all just sit back with y'all laugh at us. You know, that's y'all do. Whatever. It's sad. I am very picky when picking my partner. Please be sad. Oh. Trying to let y'all be about good morning face. Okay. I can see my future, so I work on it. Yes, you can. I know my self worth. Hello. Okay. I'd like to have fun. Yes. I am confident. Stay that way. Okay. Look, these people who just love power and somebody else's stuff to get y'all messed up in the mind. Always messing with somebody else's stuff so they can sit around and talk about what they took and lie and say it's theirs. Y'all ass down somewhere. Create your own shit. Stop stealing people's stuff. Always stealing. For what? I don't give a damn coming in front of me with this shit. I don't care if it ain't yours and you done stole it. You just showed me how stupid you is. And I need to watch my back on your ass. All right. All right, Sage. How we can get. All right, y'all. I hope this helps. Love you. This your girl Ruth signing off. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a great and wonderful, spectacular rest of the week, okay? And day. All right. Take care. Keep your eyes open. All right. Bye.